Welcome to my channel Accounts Accuracy, and let's see Section B Specimen paper of Accounts 2021-2022. Here just see, in this question number 7 says select the correct option in the following question, where you are supposed to guess that what is the dynamic analysis called as. So out of these four options, the correct option would be horizontal analysis, because dynamic analysis is horizontal analysis. Now the next question is, state with the reason whether old furniture written off would lead to inflow, outflow or no flow of cash and cash equivalent. Here you don't have to only say it's inflow or outflow, but also reason is required to be provided that old furniture written off would be, suppose if no flow, then why? You know that old furniture, as it is getting written off, so it should definitely be no flow, because neither cash is coming in nor cash is going out, so it will be no flow. And along with that, as it is getting written off, so that's why we have to debit profit and loss account and credit old furniture account. So that's why it's no flow in cash, as no cash is coming in or going out of the firm. Now we have question number 8. So here we need to calculate cash flow from financing activities, and we are provided with all these items along with the additional information. Financial activities, all those activities by which company arranges capital. Now for arranging capital, company issues equity shares, preference shares, debentures and take some loans. So whatever cash credit is there. So all the inflows we add and all the outflows we deduct, because when cash comes in the business, that makes the cash inflow, and when cash goes out of the firm, that makes cash outflow. So here we have to find out the difference between the 2 years amounts of all the items which are provided. You can see that equity share capital is increasing by 2 lakh. Preference share capital is decreasing by 2 lakh. Here securities premium reserve is increasing by 15,000. Again, debentures are increasing by 1 lakh, cash credit is increasing by 2,000. So all the differences you have to find out. Along with that, some additional informations are given that also required to be considered. It's been given that during the year 2021, dividend proposed on equity share is 65,000 was declared and paid. Proposed dividend of last year, that means it will be added to the profit of this year. Again, we have debentures were issued at a discount of 10%. So as debentures are being issued at a discount, so discount on issue of debentures should be deducted from the amount of inflow of debentures. We can see here debentures were increasing by 1 lakh, but as it got issued at discount, so on 1 lakh 10% is discount amount that must be deducted. So the 90,000 increase will only be inflow of cash. Then we have interest on cash credit 500. Accordingly, let's do first of all net cash flow from financing activities. For calculating that, this should be our first line. Whatever inflow is provided, that we need to add. As I told you, proceeds from issue of share capital, that is the difference between the equity share, that is 2 lakh, 9 lakh minus 7 lakh is 2 lakh. That should be added because there is inflow of cash. Then we have to deduct redemption on preference shares, that is 2 lakh. In the question, preference shares are decreasing by 2 lakh. Previous year was of 5 lakh and current year it 3 lakh. So the difference is 2 lakh, showing that preference shares got redeemed and there is outflow of 2 lakh from the firm. So as it's outflow of 2 lakh, that must be deducted. Then securities premium reserve 25,000. It's been given 30,000 of current year and 5,000 of previous year. So difference is 25,000. That should be added because it's increasing, and in the additional information it's clearly mentioned that equity shares were issued at premium. As equity shares were issued at premium, it's been increasing and we need to to add it. Then we have debentures. Debentures value is increasing by 1 lakh and this is issue of debentures. But apart from that, we have also additional information that debentures were issued at discount of 10%. So 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000. That must be deducted from 1 lakh. That is 90,000 will be recorded here. From 1 lakh, we will deduct the discount on issue of debenture. Then we have cash credit. Cash credit value is also increasing by 2,000. So this is inflow that must be added. That difference 2,000 is inflow of cash. So it should be added. Then we have dividend paid during the year 65,000. That is the first additional information. Dividend proposed on equity shares, that is 65,000, was declared and paid. So as we have already added this amount of dividend paid of last year to the net profit for calculation of cash flow from operating activities, so that's why we need to deduct it here. Here the same amount of proposed dividend must be deducted because this amount has already been added to the net profit while calculating cash flow from operating activities. Then we have interest paid on cash credit. Here interest on cash credit is 500 was paid. So as this amount is going out of the firm, this is outflow of cash. Paid means it's outflow. So that 500 must be deducted. Then we have underwriter's commission. That is also provided in the question, that underwriting commission 25,000 was paid to the underwriters. So this amount, as it's been paid, all the outflow we deduct. So this 25,000 needs to be deducted while calculating the cash flow from operating activities. After putting all the amounts as plus and minus, we will do the calculation. So 2 lakh plus 25,000 plus 90,000 plus 2,000 minus 2 lakh minus 65,000 minus 25,000, you will get the amount 26,500, and this is the final value of cash flow from financing activities. Now question number 9. Here question number 9 says you are required to prepare comparative statement of profit and loss account from the following Nishant Limited. We are provided with 3 values only. Revenue from operations, we are supposed to deduct the expenses. So for that, what we will do, first of all, we will copy the question. Accordingly, the amount of both the years will be copied. From current year, we deduct the previous year values. So from 4 lakh, we are supposed to deduct 3 lakh because from current year, we deduct the previous year value. So 4 lakh minus 3 lakh, we will get the absolute change of revenue from operations, that is 1 lakh. And for calculating changes, percent change, what we do, the absolute change divided by the base year amount. Base year amount we keep as last year amount. So 1 lakh divided by 3 lakh into 100, it will come 33.33%. Same happens for cost of raw materials consumed. As I told, both the items are the expenses that must be deducted. So here cost of raw materials consumed, that is from 2 lakh of current year, we will deduct previous year amount 1,50,000. So it will come 50,000. So this is the absolute change. Absolute change divided by base year amount, that is 1,50,000 into 100, we will again get 33.33%. Then we have changes in inventories. Changes in inventories, amount of previous year is given in negative, that is 12,500, and current year value is given positive, that is 25,000. Now from 25,000, when we will deduct 25,500, as it's a negative amount, so minus minus it will become plus. So as minus minus becomes plus, so 25,000 plus 12,500, it will come as 37,500. You know that minus minus becomes plus. So as bracket will be removed, those two minus will become plus and it will be added to 25,000 and your value will come as 37,500. Now 37,500, that is the absolute change, divided by base year value, that is 12,500 into 100, that will come as 300. Now what we need to do, we need to calculate profit before tax. From 3 lakh, when 1,50,000 will be deducted, it will come 1,50,000. And again from 1,50,000, we will deduct minus 12,500. But minus minus, again it will be plus. So 1,50,000 plus 12,500, your answer will come that is 1,62,000. That is the profit before tax. Again, for this year also, from 4 lakh, when 2 lakh will be deducted, it will be 2 lakh. Then we will also deduct 25,000 from the 2 lakh. We will get 1,75,000. For absolute change column, from 1 lakh, when 50,000 will be deducted, we will be left with 50,000. Again, when 37,500 will be deducted from 50,000, we will get 12,500. Now, for calculation of absolute change, what we need to do? We will have to just divide 12,500 by 1,62,500 into 100. We will get 7.77%. So this is how this comparative statement of PL account will be made. Now we have come to question number 10. We are provided with the profit value 8